How might this recognition of men, however fear-based, contribute to their overall success? I leave every class repeating the names of my female students, especially the names of my racialized female students, in an effort to combat this ingrained sexism. I also become nervous when a male student asks to meet with me to challenge a grade, fearful he'll get loud or even hit me when we're alone in my office. Beyond managing this fear, I must also monitor how it might inadvertently result in preferential treatment. When I have to send emails to men, including male colleagues and artists, I carefully compose each message and include several exclamation marks. "Hi, Jim!" exclamation mark. "Hope you are well!" exclamation mark. "Just following up on my message from 2 weeks ago about the broken cupboard in my unit!" exclamation mark. "Please let me know when you have time to take a look!" exclamation mark. "Thank you!" exclamation mark. VS. Exclamation marks soften my message, modifying my tone so that my words convey the requisite submissiveness to communicate effectively with a man, to avoid agitating or offending him. I'm not allowed to be assertive or direct. When I walk to lunch and hear a man walking behind me, I move to the edge of the sidewalk so that he can pass. I used to speed up, but no matter how much I quickened my stride, I couldn't escape my anxiety. Men tend to drag their feet on the concrete, asserting their presence both spatially and sonically. But when I check over my shoulder, no one is there. I've grown fearful of any rustle behind me. If I have an errand at a music or camera store, I make sure I've done my research beforehand so that I won't have to ask one of the shaggy bearded male staff members chatting among themselves to assist me, or whether their condescension if I don't know the right model number or am unfamiliar with a particular setting. Or I just ask my boyfriend to buy my guitar strings for me. The snobbish superior attitudes of such men have prevented me from calling myself a musician for years, even though I write songs, record albums, and tour. When I arrive at home after work and the elevator reaches my floor, I wait to get off last so that I won't be trapped in the hallway with a man behind me in case he tries to push me. If I have no choice but to get off first, I rush to my apartment, chased by a ghost. I dread every time I see a notice on my door, expecting it to say, "faggot." If I head back out in the evening for a gig, I wait in my apartment, ear to the door, until I'm sure there's no one in the hallway, to avoid running into my bro neighbors while I'm red-lipped and gold-adorned. Or I ask my boyfriend to walk me to the main entrance of our building. Before Uber, I would ask him to walk me to the street and help me hail a cab. I realized only after I began transitioning that my lifetime of independence and self-reliance had been largely a result of male privilege. Being a girl has required me to retrain myself, to think of depending on others or asking for assistance, not as weakness or even as pathetic, but rather as a necessity. I pay attention to the app to see which direction the Uber will arrive from, and I face the other way, so the driver won't be able to see me from afar and drive away, as some have done. As I wait, I blur my vision so that I don't notice strangers gawking at me as they walk by. Once inside the car, I try to look preoccupied with my phone to avoid any nasty interaction with the driver that could include degrading comments about women, a recurring and disturbing pattern in my life. "How about them Oriental chicks? You can tell it's summer by all the girls running around in short dresses. Last week, I had a mother in the back seat and a daughter in the front, and I could smell the daughter's fresh pussy." This is how drivers attempt to reconcile their discomfort with my gender, by aggressively asserting their masculinity. First, they man me, robbing me of my femininity, and turning me into one of their bros. And then they share their over-sexualized opinions about women and girls. I've even had a cab driver hand me a plastic bag of garbage and ask me to take it out. Was this his way of telling me that I too am trash? When I'm at soundcheck, I say, "Testing, testing," a couple of times into the mic, maybe sing a phrase or two, and then finish. I don't ask for my mom.